Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing good where you are. I just want you to take a good position to watch this video. And while you're watching, be prepared that you are going to learn something because this is happily married. Are you in couple? Are you married? Or are you aspiring to be married one day? This is a good show for you. My name is Josie Tenor and we are on Kingdom Matters. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video with me. All right, today, what do I bring to you? Today, I want us to talk about the gala that we have last month. It was in October 26th. It was in Greensboro. We have the couple gala. What is the couple gala? The couple gala is a day we set apart on this platform to celebrate love, to come as a thanksgiving to God for protecting our home for the whole year. It's simply an amazing night that the couples gather, eat, have game, have fun, music. If I tell you music, I say music. We dance. We had a good time. We have a time to pray. We have a cheating time. We had a guest speaker who came to teach us about. This theme was wonderful. It was how to become one. Because the Bible says that man shall leave his parents and cleave to his wife, and together they will become one. How do we become one? I'm still in the journey, guys, so I'm learning how to become one. Because it's a process. You don't get married today and become one tomorrow. It's a process. So I was looking forward on that day to hear how do we become one. And if I tell you it was good, it was indeed good. You did not make it, you are missing. But in this video, I'm going to elaborate on what we've learned for you to take something and better your home. Because the aim of this video or the aim of this platform is for us to learn how to keep our home in harmony and make them happy home. That's where we got our title, Happily Married. Are you happily married? I'm happily married. Let's go. We learn about marriage that for you to become one, you need to have certain rules. Often we dilute the rules, but we've learned. The number one thing that I took away, actually I have people who were there to talk about their own experience. Don't worry, I'll bring somebody else for you. What I've learned, it's part of the 5 love languages. Very important for you to become one. You need to learn the love languages. Because if you don't speak it, just simple. We live in America. If you don't learn English, how are you going to be able to survive in this country? So love as well have its own language. And it's called the 5 languages of love. It's by Gary Chapman. If you've never heard of this thing, please look it up. It's a wonderful book to learn from. And this guy took a time to give us, if you don't read the book, I'll just give you like 5 of them that you need to know. Some people, they have quality time. That's how they feel loved. Some other people, they like to be touched. Some other people, they like word affirmation. They appreciate when they receive gifts. And the last one is the art of service. Okay, you find yourself among those things? How do you know which one is applying to you? You ought to take a test, because if you can just think of your head like that, you might be lying to yourself. There are some questions that will help you to get to the answer so you can know how better you feel loved. And this is something we need to practice. You need to tell your partner. In fact, this show, it should be good that you watch it together. You and your partner, you watch it together so you learn something and both of you apply it to make your home a happy home. Apart from these languages that we need to work on, we also heard about Let the Healing Begin. It is the book wrote by my own pastor, Dr. Patrick Mubobo. You ought to get that book also, read it, because so many marriages are sick. Let the Healing Begin. will help you to overcome. We'll have a time to actually present this book to you, but as I'm just briefing through the night, I want you to just take a look at that book. Now, how to become one. Apart from that, the example that Pastor Thierry gave us that I could never forget, I will share it with you. He gave us an example of the two partners in marriage or in relationship or as a couple, as a bowl with a cover. He presents these two bowls to us and he says, I wish I could have a bowl here to demonstrate this to you. You have bowl here, and the bowl is already designed with a cover. So if you pick up a phone, for instance, you remove that cover and you put it on top of the bowl. We just assuming this is the bowl. It's on it. It looks like it's covering it. But if you begin to run or you begin to shake, this cover that you're using, it will fall because it was not made for this bowl. You understand? If you get the correct cover, if you're running, it may shake, but it will not fall because it was made for it. If it's a rubber cover, sometimes it will hold the plate at the bowl so tight. If it's not, the way the rounding looks, it's like it adapts to the bowl. That while you start running or you are shaking or you're doing some kind of movement, it will remain intact. It will not fall. Probably not intact, it can shake, but it will not fall. But if you just pick up any random, take yourself to the kitchen. If you're cooking with your pot on fire, if you use the cover that came with the pot, it fits well, it sits well on it, and it does its job. But if you pick something that is bigger, it will sit on it, but it will not fit the pot. If you pick something that is smaller, it can't be go. It will go in the pot. It will fall into the water or the soup you are cooking. This is to tell us that it's very important for you to become one with your partner. You need to marry to the right one. And that is leading me to say, the Bible says, let no man put asunder what God has put together. It's not every marriage that God has put together. So before you say that sentence or that passage, you need to make sure that God is the one that joined you to your partner. So you see it yourself. If you have the wrong rib, then you will never have a happy home. If you have a rib that is bigger than the size, you will never have a happy home. If you have one that is shorter, it can never fit you. It has to be your normal size of rib. Please, this is very important. For you who are not married yet, but you are aspiring to be married, take this seriously and run with it. Make sure that you are the perfect size of your partner. And if you're already married and it seems like your rib is not fitting well, God does not approve divorce. So what we will do, because you're already in the marriage, you have spent time, you invest in this marriage, go back to your maker. Plead with him. Say, Father, Lord, I need help. God is able to fix it. God who made you, he will help you to fix it so you can fit perfectly, so you can have a happy home. Apart from these teachings, because these are the important things that we did, apart from the teaching, we have a moment where we ask questions, we play games, and during the game, these are some questions that was there. I was asking the guys, because I was MC, like my couple was the MC of this this event. So I asked the question, the guy, usually, guys are not good with the dates, like their anniversary in the marriage. Some of them, they don't even know the day they got married. Like their anniversary is coming, they just don't know. And if the lady wants to do, it's like, oh, it's just lady stuff. No, it's not. It's both of us to remember our dates we got married or the day we met. Majority of, come on guys, you ought to write it down. think about it. You know, those are the little things that spice the home. Remember, if you can't keep it in your head, write it down. Put it somewhere where you can look at it once in a while. The day you met. It's a kind of anniversary too. The day you proposed to. The day you got married. Like the church marriage, the court marriage, the traditional marriage. All of them keep those dates and celebrate. You don't have to do anything big, but the fact that you remember that day and you acknowledge it to your partner, it's just sweet. Let's have a happy home. That was one of the questions that was asked. The other one was like your favorite color or the favorite food of your partner. And trust me, everybody was on point on that, and that you deserve a clap. Good job. Do it in every area. If you are trying to become one, I mean, if I'm not here, my husband should be able to take this decision for me. And when I come and I hear that, I'll be happy and I'll be glad. That's how you're becoming one. Even in head, in your mind, I should say, you're becoming one in the way you think. You become to think alike, kind of. You become even to look alike. Did you realize that the couple, at some point, the guy will look at the husband will look at the wife, or the wife will be looking vice versa. We're becoming one by thinking alike, by even sometimes reasoning alike, because we have been living together, we know each other better, and we begin to sound like. Yes, it was a wonderful time, and we had a cake. We thank God for bringing us so far in our marriages. And the oldest couple that we had, they were 50 years old in marriage. Guys, clap for them. 50, like I'm not even 50, so I'm saying that they be married, and I was born, they still married. That, it was a good example. And I asked them, how did you make it? And they said the only thing we do is to die in ourselves. Like, it's no longer you. You put your partner first. Guys, how do you do that? Help me in the comments. Teach me, because I'm still in the journey. How do you die? Like, you die. Like, oh, God, help me. We need to die in ourselves and put our partner first so we can become one and make our home happy. Happily married. It was a great time chatting with you guys. If you have any concern, any question, any suggestion, any idea, anything you want me to know about, put it in the comments. My name is Josie Tenor, happily married on Kingdom Matters. If you get a chance, subscribe to Kingdom Matters. That's where things are happening. Kingdom Matters is a platform that we have that makes sure that we apply the principle of God on the earth. If Jesus started, I'll see you guys next week. Happily married. Ciao, ciao.